Hey friends, it's been a minute here, but I just wanted to come on here and just share just some thoughts that I was thinking. Parenting can be hard, and most of us, you know, we parent how our parents raised us. Sometimes we go down that route, but I want to encourage you that when you decide to become a parent, that you don't have to do things the way your parents did them, especially if it was some negative things that they did. If their influence was negative towards you and you learned some things that were negative, you can decide to break that cycle. If you grew up in a home where you didn't get love, you can decide to end that cycle, and you can decide to love your children more. You can decide to say, I love you. If you didn't hear I love you as a child, you can be the one that says, I love you, son. I love you, daughter. You get to choose to do that. You can choose to end the toxic cycles that you've been in. You can choose to end the generational cycles / curses that have been on your family line. You can decide to say, no, I'm not bringing that into my future. You can decide to say no more. That's the beautiful thing about growth, friends, is you can decide at any time, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not helping me, and I don't want to bring it into my future. I absolutely love being a mama, and I know that there have been times in the past where it wasn't so joyful because I wasn't who I am now. And the person I am now can love my children so well. And it's beautiful when you grow, because instead of my children running away from me, they come to me. And there's so much peace inside my home, and laughter, and joy. There's fun. So I just want to encourage anyone that even if you are a parent or you're not, or you're thinking about becoming one, or whatever it is that you have going on in your future or in your life, you can decide to say, I don't want to be a part of these toxic traits that I've been living in, or just the bad habits or things that you may have gotten from your parents or your family or your circle of influence. If it's not helping you, you can change it. You can decide to say no and just be done with it. So I guess this whole reason for this video was just to encourage someone that you can decide to end the cycles. You don't have to continue on. You can break it and decide to do better at any time. It's interesting because I was having a conversation with one of my kids tonight, and they were saying how they want to be, they want to be bold, and they know that they have to be gentle with people because we all have different opinions. We all can be so different. But they're recognizing that they still have to be gentle with other people. And in the past, one of my kids in the past, they didn't want to associate with people because they didn't have the same thoughts as them, or they just were just different as far as like maybe their personality was different or something. But just because there are some differences doesn't mean that you can't associate with people, right? We don't all have to be completely equal to be united and walking together. We can still be a part of people's lives. It's just learning about like meeting people where we're at here. And that's what I'm not going to say who it was, but one of my children, they were just like, it was just beautiful. It was just something that I taught them. And I've actually been declaring this over their life for probably over a year now. I've just been declaring, that they are bold, humble, confident, and courageous in the name of Jesus. I've been declaring that over their life. And it's happening. They're becoming more bold and confident. And they're not afraid to speak. But I always encourage my children, if you're going to speak, be mindful, be gentle, meet people where they're at, and sow seeds of encouragement. And sometimes you don't need to say it all at once. Sometimes you just need to sow those little seeds here and there. So, anyways, I hope this has helped someone, but parenting and motherhood is a beautiful thing. To watch these little people grow up and change because of how you love them. How you love someone can change their whole life. It really can. I'm talking real love, not the fake love, not the toxic love, not the punishment, not causing one to fear into submission, but loving them and allowing them to be where they're at and allowing them to change and grow on their own. And just by praying and interceding for them, allowing the Lord to work on their life, that is what changes people. Love, right there. Love changes people. It really does. Anywho, I just had to get my thoughts out here. Have a good night. See you next time.